to separate the men from the boys, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Best can't allow my intro. Word your blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
Well, what up? It's your boy E with BoxingProfits, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Be sure to watch this whole video to get max value out of it. Like the video, share the video, become a subscriber too, so we can continue to bring value to the sport we all love, and that's boxing your deck. So let's get straight to it. We headed to the 135 division, the lightweight division, where the current WBC lightweight champion, Devin "The Dream" Haney, is supposedly taking on the longest reigning and defending WBC champion, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., on December the 26th on Dazn or Showtime pay-per-view, to my knowledge, right? Well, things are starting to take confusing and twisted Pulp Fiction-like turns, and I want to get a grip on this shit immediately. It's because once Eddie Hearn comes out and starts talking bullshit, he starts talking crazy, we all know that, he starts glitching. You know what I mean? And he causes like these glitches in reality and starts throwing everybody in disarray, and it starts to become real confusing. And I want to get a grip on this shit as soon as possible so we can get this fight. We need to push this fight as fight fans over the line, man. It's because this is the fight we want to see. So if y'all are not privy to what's going on, okay, y'all go check out my previous videos. All the information is there for you. We're going to move forward from this present moment, okay? So Eddie Hearn just came out today, and he got a tweet out now saying that, oh, Devin Haney is the future superstar of boxing. He's supposed to be taking on Gary Russell Jr. or Yuriorkis Gamboa on November the 7th on Dazn. And let me stop right there, okay? So let's get this shit understood real quick. Eddie Hearn, we don't want to fucking see no goddamn Yuriorkis Gamboa, right? There's not one fight fan alive or dead, and here in the land of the living or in the land of the dead, that wants to see Yuriorkis Gamboa in the fucking ring again, okay? We don't want to see him fight anybody anymore, all right? Let's get that on the table first. Number two, we don't want to see him even mentioned in the same breath as Devin "The Dream" Haney, let alone in the ring with him, all right? We already know how that fight is going to end. And we already know. Stop trying to play with our intelligence with these shrewd business practices, bruh. We don't want to see no fucking Devin "The Dream" Haney in the ring with Yuriorkis Gamboa just for some kind of cross comparison, okay? It's an insult to our intelligence, it's an insult to the fight fans, and it's a spit in the face to everybody who spent their well-organized time making sure to get this fight pushed over the line, all right? We all know that the only reason Yuriorkis Gamboa is being mentioned in the same vein as Devin "The Dream" Haney is so that they can cross-compare how quick Devin Haney could get Gamboa out of the ring, as if he could get him out of the ring quicker than Gervonta St. Davis did. That's the only reason, okay? So what is this going to do for Devin Haney's career? He has more to lose than he has to gain with that kind of matchup. I'm starting to get some Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder vibes here. Because when Eddie Hearn starts talking crazy like this, bro, you already know what time of day it is, okay? We already know that there's going to be some bullshit thrown into the mix where they're going to make it seem like Gary Russell Jr. is being unreasonable, Al Heyman's being unreasonable, they're not trying to push the fight over the line. Yuriorkis Gamboa is the only person in the world that wanted to fight Devin "The Dream" Haney because Devin "The Dream" Haney is this future superstar and blah, blah, blah. Listen, man, we ain't trying to hear none of that shit. We already know what the fuck. The cat is already out the bag, bro. We already know how you motherfuckers operate, okay? We already know what time of day this shit is. We don't want to see that bullshit. The only fight that we want to see get made with Devin "The Dream" Haney is against Mr. Gary Russell Jr., period. Bill and Devin Haney, to all sense and purposes, has not given us any kind of signal, or at least me, that they fishy and flaky and shrewd businessmen. I take these men at their word. You know what I'm saying? I trust these men, okay? So I really believe that they want the fight to happen with Mr. Gary Russell Jr. too. They see the value. We see the value. I'm quite sure that Gary Russell Jr. sees the value being in his 30s, right? So what's the fucking problem? Okay? The only problem I can identify is Dazn. That Dazn, for some strange reason, they don't want to see two black fighters get down in the ring, to headline a card. When is the last time y'all seen two black fighters headline a card on Dazn? The Regis Prograis and Maurice Hooker fight fell by the wayside. That's the only fight I could think of that was going to headline Dazn between two black fighters, between two future and former champions. Y'all understand where I'm coming from with this? Dazn would rather fucking pay billions of dollars, literally, to Canelo Alvarez and GGG so we can see them fight 6, 7, 8, 9 times, right? Nobody don't want to see that shit, but for some reason, that's what Dazn's willing to pay for, obviously, right? So not even Canelo Alvarez wanted to see that shit. They cash cow. They made Canelo Alvarez the number one fucking paid boxer next to Floyd Mayweather in history, okay? He don't even want to fuck with them no more. He's wound up suing him for this bullshit, okay? And nobody wants to see Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody wants to see Canelo Alvarez against Khabib. Nobody wants to see no fucking YouTubers fighting out on YouTube, on DAZN either. And we damn sure don't want to see no goddamn Antonio Brown either. So what the fuck is going on? They'd be willing to pay $10 and $20 million for these bogus clown fights, but when it's a real fight, they won't even put $1.5 million on the table for it, right? And Eddie Hearn's talking all this bullshit, saying, oh, Yuriorkis Gamboa, Yuriorkis Gamboa. Man, get the fuck out of here, Eddie. You got a rock in your hands right now. Don't let it turn to sand and slip through your fingers. We ain't going to have this shit, okay? It's going to be civil disobedience from this point forward, and you looking at the ringleader for the civil disobedience right here, okay? I swear to God, I will make all the noise. I will share this shit all over the fucking planet if I have to, bro. We're going to make a lot of noise because we're not going to allow this shit. We're not going to allow no fucking Devin the Dream Haney in the fucking ring with no goddamn Yuriorkis Gamboa. Isn't this man coming off an Achilles injury? Why are y'all even considering Yuriorkis Gamboa for reasons that's not mentioned in this video? I'll wait. We already know what time of day it is. We want to see the goddamn Devin Haney versus Mr. Gary Russell Jr. fight. No excuses, bro. Eddie, make that shit happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the fight here that's going to give you the thousands of subscribers that y'all looking for, and that'll cover the $1.5 million that Gary Russell Jr. is asking for. Tell me what a bad business is in this deal. Tell me where, you know what I'm saying? Tell me where the confusion lies at. It's clear, cut, and dry. It's not no confusion clown fights that DAZN likes to have. It's a clear, legacy fight for both guys, and we all want to see what Devin Haney looks like matched up against a reigning and defending WBC champion. Well, anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. I'm done with this one for now. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits. Signing out to the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Whoop, out.